Hey everyone, and welcome to part 3 of this minigame development series for Isleward. Today I'd just like to work on the description for the event to keep track of how many bunnies we've saved, so that we can indicate how far the person is from I guess, completing the event. To do this, we need to be able to know, obviously, when a bunny has entered the win area, which is the side over there. What we could do is we could hard code it inside the burrow defense event. Ignore this for now. We'll use this in a moment. We could define it in here in the find caret component, or just make a new component that fires every tick with updates, and check if the bunny's position is within a certain area. If we do that, it means we're hard coding it within the event file, which isn't great. I would like to control it through the map file instead. And to do that, we're going to create an area inside the objects layer over there. We're going to give it a name. I'm going to put the pipe first because I don't want to see the name in the as a nameplate, and I'll just do win area like this: lowercase w, capital A. Save this, and inside the zone file, what we'll do for the minigame, inside the zone file, we'll add objects, and then do win area in lowercase. This is because in zone files everything is done to lower. This is we're going to need an ID for this because we're going to want to find it soon. Define an ID called win area. And now what we want to do is we want to give a notice to this because we want to be able to specify a size for this component from the size within the map file. Now this isn't like obvious, but what we need to do, instead of defining components that we've done in the past with component notice, we need to do properties. This is because when the when the map file loads over here, we only assign the width and the height if it has properties.component notice or properties.lightpatch, or it's inside layer name rooms or layer name hidden rooms. Now we could put this inside rooms instead of objects, and then not needing this component notice. But the problem is that rooms and hidden rooms aren't built in the normal way. They're not added as objects that we can find. They're not built in the same way. So we're going to have to do kind of this hacky way, which is add properties.component notice, then the width and height will apply. Okay, so let's go and define some internals. Um, object win area, because we're going to need to find the win area and we want to track bunny saved, initialize that as 0. So over here, we're going to have to find the win area to see if we're inside the win area, and we'll do it in the same way as we did over there. We'll say if not object win area, we'll say win area equals dot find f.id equals win area, like we defined in the zone file. Let's say if object win area exists, we're going to want to do stuff. Let's just log the win area for now. Oh, sorry, that would be object win area, obviously. Let's just log it like this to see if it does exist. And then we can see the first tick, it doesn't exist, but then it does find it, and we carry on. So now that we know it exists, we can go and do stuff. Now we need to check if the bunny is within the win area. So let's just log. We know we have X and Y. If we just put this at the top, we have X and Y, that's the bunny's position. And let's log the win area X, which is object win area dot X, win area Y, win area width, object win area dot width written out, win area height. Okay, let's go to the bottom. All right, looks good. Now we can check if the bunny is inside the win area, and to do that we're going to use a little trick that you use often when you want to do collision detection, in which we short circuit the evaluation. So what we're going to do is first we'll check if it's not inside the win area, and we'll do that by checking four things. First, we check if the bunny is to the left of the win area, object win area.x, or the y is to the top, object win area.y, or check if we're to the right, greater equal object win area.x plus object win area dot width, or the same for height. Now, to check if we're inside, we can just do not is inside win area. This is faster because we don't have to do ands. As soon as it finds something that's true, it can stop. So if this is true, it doesn't have to do any of these others. Or if this one is true, it doesn't have to do those two. And then we just negate it to get the opposite, to check if we're inside. Saves on CPU cycles. It's fun. If is inside, is inside, is inside. We can do bunnies saved plus plus, and we can destroy the bunny. Sorry, bunny. Let's log bunny saved. We should have carrots with us still. Drop. Now we wait. Right, one is saved and the carrot is destroyed, meaning that the other bunnies stop as well. So the list looks good. Now let's go and add descriptions. So to add descriptions, or to update the description dynamically, we're going to need events for our event. On tick, I think it is, and on tick will receive the events manager, and it receives the event itself. Within the event, we'll have an age, and let's store that as ticks equals event.age, and let's just log ticks so we can see if this actually works or not. Alright, there's our event age. Now we can go and define descriptions. Let's do a base description of save the bunnies. Place them in the safe zone to the right. And capture. What will it be? Foxes or wolves? I don't know. Can capture wolves to ensure they do not interfere. And we can say, let's do descriptions per tick, and at tick 0, we want base. All right. So let's say the description final equals something. Description for this tick is descriptions per tick. Yeah, and then on this is, let's call this current tick. If description tick is not equals to undefined, then this will be description final. And let's add the bunny saved as well. Then we can call events.set event description we need event.config.name. So this event's name, what we need to send into it, and we do description final. Oh, description final. This will be not this. It'll be descriptions. Description tick. This is the one. So we see this has fired over there, but we won't actually see this increment ever because we're only firing this for tick number 0. We want to update this every tick. So let's do last or description last, and then we can say if description tick, if it's true, then we can say description last equals this thing. And we can see if description last isn't undefined, we can use it over there. Okay. Now we should see that number incrementing because it's updating the description every tick. Drop the caret. And then we can see it incremented to 3. I don't know if you saved 3 bunnies. I wasn't actually paying attention. Oh yes, because I guess because we dropped multiple carrots, or I guess just multiple bunnies were on the same spot. I guess that is the case. I think we should check it one more time. So I guess multiple bunnies spawn on that position, and we're just waiting. Okay, 3. I think that makes sense. So let's make this text nicer, and I'll just put the number there, and we'll do that by adding another description called saved. Let's put $1 there. We can replace that. And we can do new lines as well in these descriptions, like this, just plain HTML. So let's do description bunnies. Oh, sorry, saved. And we need to replace the dollar with however many bunnies we've saved. There we see our new lines. Bunny saved 0. Right. 5 does not seem right. Check win area. We still destroy the caret. Maybe we should destroy the caret first before we... No. Let's just log the bunny ID over there. So let's log this.object.id to see if multiple bunnies actually did enter that area. Okay, well this time we only saw 1. I guess let's try this again. Of course, now we're not seeing multiple. I'll try it one more time before moving on. Okay, let's ignore this then. Next up, let's make the events actually end when enough bunnies have been captured. And let's store that as event config bunnies needed. Let's just do 1 as a test. And then over there, we'll do final use saved all. And over here, we'll say if bunnies saved greater or equal to bunnies needed. We'll say description last. Or actually, I think we'll just return and we'll do events.set set event description to descriptions dot final, or I guess success or win. Let's do that instead. We can also end the event. What's the best way to do that? Events. End event, stop event, and we pass in the event config. Okay, let's do stop event. Events.stop event. Just event, I think. Let's do this after the delay sets timeout. Let's just do 5 seconds. I think it crashed. It did. Can't read events on line 69. This is of the events manager. Yeah, line 69 events manager from line 73, from line 159. So over here, we need to send the events in, event name in, sorry. Let's do this. You saved all the bunnies, good for you and them. Now the event should stop. Or we should just crash. I cannot read undefined of participators. Participators. Why didn't I call that participants? Anyway, events. Stop event. Stop event. That needs the config. Okay, we did this wrong. This should be event.config. Make this a bit shorter. Come on. Great, event ended, all the mobs were destroyed, and we also crashed. Again, for this reason, can I read properties? This is on line 298. Config.event, so this isn't defined. Where did this fire from? Line 162. So over here in 162, we called stop event. We did see them despawning, so the event did stop. So why did we crash? Cannot read of undefined. Let's log config.event. See if it's truthy. Because we did see this happening. But this part crashed. That does not make sense. Let's log 1, 2. Okay, so it's firing again. I guess that's because this is still firing, even though the event has ended. So what do we do to stop that from happening? Why is the untick still firing? Update event. I guess we shouldn't just call stop. We should instead tell it to stop in a different way. If it has a time to live, no, not that. Event.done. Okay, let's do that. Event.done. So let's do that's on the event itself, not on the config. C.event. Oh, so it's on this. So perfect. And the event starts it up again and ended again. And that's because we need to reset bunnies saved also. Alright, one last thing. Let's teleport ourselves out of the zone after the event ends. And we'll end this video. We need this. Send object to zone. Let's just check how many levels up this is. So from this folder we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go and copy this. Or do we add a portal to exit the zone? I think that makes more sense, but we'll do that in a next video. So let's just add another set timeout over there so that we can see it, the event ending. So another 2 seconds. And then we set an object to zone. Now we need to find the player object, and the player object will be all participants. This is big. Okay, I understand now why this was so weird. We shouldn't do it like this. We should be calling on events on stop instead. So we can mark it over there, event.done. And then inside on stop, and this will receive events and event again, I guess. We need to find the player still, but let's just go and check if we actually did reach this point. Great. That's much cleaner. And now we can go and find the object, and the object will be inside participants or participators over there. So config event participators. What do we receive for on stop? Over there we receive the manager and then the event. So this is the event, and let's log event dot config dot participators dot length, or just do 0 dot name. See if we can see the player in there. Okay, cannot read 0, meaning, is it event.config participators? No, it's in the events itself. A lot of waiting for bunnies. There we see ourselves. We will make this event, I guess, not run every time, so that once it's done, it's done. I'm not super sure how we'll do that. I guess maybe we'll just mess with the cron. But anyway, let's just teleport ourselves out for now. And we'll do that with this for each participator inside. We don't have to await these really, it's pointless. So this is the object. We're sending it to Fjolgard, and I guess we have to send to position with an X and a Y. Let's go and find that position again. Where is the map? Let's teleport to this position, which is 107.162. I need to do it for all of these. Wow, participators. Perfect. And I believe that's it for us today. Thanks for watching, as always, and catch you on the next one.